Can you say hi? Say hi. Hi. Oh. Hey everybody. We got a whole bunch of people out there who are pushing back and taking back. And I just I had this thought today that, what does that mean? What does that mean to me? What might that mean to you? And, why is that so powerful? So I just wanted to talk about it for just a couple minutes and talk about how dramatically and drastically my life has been enhanced by doing hard things, by pushing back. And, what does that mean? Pushing back is, it's kind of taking inventory of your life, all things in your life, and taking a hard look and asking yourself questions. Why is this? Why is it so? Did I choose it? Did someone else choose it for me? Do I just believe people because they are so-called experts? Do I just follow the herd? Am I a sheep? Am I someone who just goes along with the flow, doesn't want to cause any waves, just, accepts my life as is? Am I therefore kind of a willing victim? And as you start to look at all different areas of your life, and that's why I am so passionate about the diet, not a diet, but the diet, what we eat every single day, because, for me, it started with religion. I was able to take a harder look and say, did I choose it? Was it something that I actually chose? Was it chosen for me? Was it required of me? Was there pressure? If I had a clean slate and I could start all over again and live exactly as I would want and desire, how would I live? What would I choose? What would I do? Would I choose religion? And it's crazy because that one experience of having a realization that I was not meant to be in any religion, not me, not personally. And from that, I pushed back. I said, no, not for me. Was it hard? Whew. It was so hard. You have no idea. It's still hard in so many ways. And from that, the next thing was a health crisis. And that health crisis was something that, it happened, and I had a choice. I had an opportunity to look at it and say, what is wrong here? I thought I was doing everything right. I thought I was doing everything that would ultimately lead to good health and vitality and well-being and self-image. And I thought, and I had to be humble, and I had to say, wait, maybe it's not so. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe whatever other people have impressed upon me with good intent, probably, maybe it's not so. Maybe what the American food system teaches is not so. Maybe what doctors teach is not so. And when I got to the point of rock bottom, I had to ask myself a question. It was like, what am I willing to do? To what extent am I willing to change in order to find out if there's a different way that might be better for me? And because of my experience leaving religion and the absolute liberation, the absolute born-again feeling that I experienced, the growth that I experienced, it was like, I got to try this other thing. And so, and I got to acknowledge my wife, because she is a phenomenal example for me, because I really probably would have stayed in my religion for the sake of my family if it wasn't for my wife saying, maybe we don't have to. Maybe that's not why we're here in this life, to just do what other people would require of us. And so from the change in diet, something else was born. We pushed back. We pushed back. We said, maybe it's not so what they've taught us. Maybe it's not so what we've believed, what what we're attempting. Maybe it's not working. Maybe it's just flat out ass backwards and upside down and wrong. Pushed back, took back control. And suddenly, absolute empowerment was born. I'm talking unbelievable amount of empowerment. Blow your frickin' mind. Well, what happened from there? A lot of other things happened from there. And those of you that are ER shredders and you get it, like Bonnie, like Gina, you get it, right? It's like, shit. So many cool things have happened since, because we've just continued that flow. Do we have to do this? Why? Maybe it's not so. We learn to feel. For the first time in our lives, we learn to feel. What does my body want? What does it crave? What does it need? What does it thrive on? What does it fuel with? And then it spilled over into relationship health, mental health, emotional health, substance abuse health, and so many other things. And it's just freaking mind-boggling. It's just insane. It's nutty what can happen when you push back and then you take back your power and your control. It's the coolest thing. So for those of you that are out there that are on day 5 or whatever you are, you have so much in store for you. You have so much in store for you. Doing hard things makes life easier. Ultimately, it makes life better. And don't give in to the notion that, that life should just be convenient, that life should be indulgent, that life should be, pass you by. You got to own it. You got to own your life. You got to own your decisions. You got to own your shit. See your shit. Shine a light on your shit so that you can correct your shit. And, self-awareness is born, and it just starts to compound more and more and more. And, it sounds very egotistical and arrogant to say, I'm a better person. I'm not the same person, though. Like, I couldn't even say I'm a better person. I'm just not the same person. I'm just a different person than I was. And the person that I was just someone who was, like I said, willing victim. I was going along for the ride. Doing what I thought others wanted me to do. Doing what I thought would make people like me. Doing things to be seen. Instead of being true to my feelings and my flow and my, vibration, if you will. So anyway, push back. Keep pushing back. Push back some more. You'll continue to take back control of your life and your true inherent self, your very nature. And that's one of the things that'll blow your mind is just start thinking about the word natural. Natural, natural, natural. The way ER Shred was born was I had a realization. The more natural I went, the better things became. The more fulfillment I experienced, the more joy, the more happiness, the more natural I became. And I've just become more and more and more natural. And that's why ER Shred exists, is because it's a bridge between what is natural and what is modern. It's a bridge. It's all it is. It's all it ever was. It's all it ever was intended to be, and it works. It will bridge you. And I hope you'll be willing to cross that bridge. Can you guys say goodnight? Can you say goodnight to the puppy? See, now I don't want to get up, but I got a lot of work to do. Puppy. Luna. I got to get up. Watch how good this puppy is. Where's your little puppy's teeth? Where's your... Oh, look at the shredder. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Bye, guys. Love you guys.